If you are anyway related to software development, you must know 80-20 rule of software development. Namaste everyone, and the 80-20 rule is not what you might be expecting right now. You might be thinking that the 80-20 rule in software means that you do 20% of the things and your 80% of the things get done. Maybe in a different sense, this 80-20 rule may apply, but the 80-20 rule about which I am going to talk about is different. The 80-20 rule of software development states that 80% of the time you will end up debugging your software, debugging your code, and you will do what we call it as actual software development or writing code only 20% of the time. I know it might be surprising to you, and you might even say that, okay, sounds interesting, but why I am talking about this? I'm talking about this because somewhere I feel that this particular information is missing from the ecosystem, and even if people know about this, it is not widely propagated or widely told. And that's the precise reason people use their 90% of the time to learn about software development, not about debugging. Now, when I say debugging doesn't only mean that you are gonna find the bug and solve it. Of course, it's a big part of your day-to-day activity, but debugging also means maintaining the code. It also means reducing the code. It also means refactoring the code. It also means writing the code in a different way so that it behaves better. It also means that deploying your code from local server to a cloud, or from cloud to container, and so on and so forth. Remember, all these activities doesn't mean that you are gonna do software development the way we perceive it, the way we know about it. It doesn't mean that you are gonna write new code. So if you are anyway related to software development, you may be a software developer, programmer, project manager, product owner, CTO, CEO, you must know that your company, whatever software development it is doing, okay, it is going to end up using 80% of the time in fixing things, what I call it as software debugging, and 20% of the time in development. Even if you are developing a totally new product, it may happen that for maybe first few months to maybe even a year, you will end up writing more new code than amount of code you are debugging. But over the period of time, if your product is successful, you will end up using that 80% of the time in debugging the software. Now, I want this information to go in a mainstream, let people know about it so that they also learn software debugging along with software development. And this is the precise capability we need in today's software developers, and also in the organization, and also in the software development ecosystem. And as of today, we are more dependent upon the experience of individual software developers to be able to learn about software debugging. There will be lots of courses, lots of talks, even companies send you to lots of courses which talks about how to do programming. But as far as I know, not much money is spent on, or there is no course per se how to debug a software. And even if that is there, I don't think it is as popular as software development. People want to learn how to write new code, but most of the time they will end up looking into the code and trying to find things or optimize things. Even if they themselves have written the code, they will forget the code in 1 year time, until and unless they are involved in that on a daily basis. So here is my message to everybody across the ecosystem. If you are a software developer, when you write your Hello World application, try to start the debugger in your IDE and see all the other variables that is shown in the debugger along with what you are expecting. In this way, you are going to learn better, because you will ask a question to yourself that why this object or this variable is visible over here which I am not seeing while writing the code. If you are a product developer or a product owner, you must know that the capability to understand the problem and solve it saves the day. Okay, because writing software, maybe it's a bit easier because when you are writing you have time to do that. But when you get into some issue, this is the capability, this is the experience that saves the day. And if you are in some CXO's level position, let me tell you that you should take debugging the software in a totally different way. You must enable the people where they can do this 80% of the things in a better way. Now you may ask the question that, okay, I'm not writing the code, I do not know how developers are writing the code, how can I enable them? Okay, that's a very good question, but you can enable them by understanding one thing, that there cannot be any software which can be written with zero defects. That's a basic understanding all of us must have. Second thing is that your policies, your software development, quality practices and everything else what you create around software development so as to make sure that your software is of high quality. Please make sure that you enable developers to write more logs, intelligent logs, give them resources to generate more logs, understand your product in a better way, give them time apart from software development where they can think about debugging the software also along with creating it. Because you know what, if you create something and give it to someone, it is not going to coming back to you, that's fine. But if it is not the case, which will be, you need to make sure that the developers are capable of creating some kind of mechanism or ecosystem where they can look into the software and debug the same. And believe me, these guidelines, these informations must, should and will come from the top. It is not the software developer's responsibility alone. So this is what I wanted to talk to you today. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. We will meet again. Until the next time we meet, good day, goodbye. You take care. Namaste.